Hey guys, this is Steven here, and this is my video for the Carl Rogers Book Club. In response to these questions, the first question was what are the biggest takeaways you have from the article? I think for me the biggest takeaway would be the use of the relationship as part of the therapeutic process. Ever since we took the counseling theory class, COAD 6404, the person-centered therapy has really kind of caught my attention, and mainly because the relationship between the therapist and the client is such a powerful factor in the way that this theory or therapy works. Especially with the therapist congruence, the genuineness. I really believe that people can tell when somebody's being artificial or fake, if you want to call it that word. And the therapist being genuine and being who they are in the moment, to me that speaks volumes. Because if somebody can pick up that you're being fake or artificial or insincere, immediately I think a wall goes up with a lot of people and the trust factor starts to be limited. Another takeaway for me was the concept of unconditional positive regard, pretty much taking the client as they are with with flaws and all, and accepting them for whatever they come to you with. I think if somebody is a genuine person, the unconditional positive regard is kind of I'm not going to say an easy transition to, but I think it's more natural to be accepting of somebody if you are yourself a genuine person. You are who you are, and you don't try to put up a front. And also the idea of empathic understanding. Once you accept somebody for who they are, with the unconditional positive regard, it's kind of natural, I think, to kind of put yourself in their shoes. Try to live for a moment or so in their subjective world, to actually see what they're going through, to feel their pain, and to know what they're suffering with their presenting problems. And really, a big takeaway for me with this style of therapy is the fact that we as counselors are there to empower the clients to see that no matter what you're going through, whether you're struggling with an abusive relationship, an alcohol issue, or anything, that you have the power within yourself to make some changes that will bring about positive outcomes. So those were really my big takeaways from the article and from reading about Rogers' style of therapy. And with the next question, how will you use this in working with your clients? I'm working at a high school, and I've worked with quite a bit. In just the 2 weeks that I've been on the job, I've seen quite a bit of, seen several students, with different presenting problems. And one thing that I really try to emphasize to these kids is that no matter what you're going through, trying to get along with a friend, or you're having issues with your boyfriend or girlfriend, that you have the power to make a change if you want to make that change. And trying to be as real with these kids, trying to see them, no matter how they come in, I take them like they are. No judgment, no criticism, and you're trying to kind of see what they're going through by kind of walking in their shoes. And with the Gloria tapes, the Gloria tapes were really helpful because you kind of got to see the theory in practice. And one thing that was really amazing to watch, because I've actually seen these Gloria tapes before, and it's just amazing how when Rogers came, when Rogers and Gloria met together, he made her feel very relaxed. His body language was very accepting. His tone of voice was very, you could sometimes barely hear him, but you knew that he wasn't being too forceful with Gloria. Also, the way that he used silence. He used the silence as a therapeutic method, and sometimes she got a little uncomfortable with that, and but I really think it kind of forced her to kind of think about what she was feeling, and kind of reflect on some issues that she was having. And as far as the core conditions being necessary, I do believe these core conditions are necessary. At first, I didn't think so, but as I looked at it, going back to the therapist being genuine, a congruent person, I think if you don't have this, if you're not genuine up front with the client, I think that kind of stops everything. It stops everything. You lose client trust. There's kind of a divide between the therapist and the counselor, and also without that sense of congruentness, the sense of genuineness, I don't think the unconditional positive regard and the other empathic understanding, I don't think it could go forward. So I do believe these core conditions are necessary. All right, and this is my response. Have a good evening.